Hello guys, hello and welcome to our another dev stream. This time it will be with my guest. I will tell you in a second who it is, but just please confirm that you can hear me and also the music, so we don't have any problems like we did before in the last stream. So you can hear me and the music, right? Just to confirm, because last time I was not sure. Okay, I hope that you can hear the music. So once again, welcome to our second gameplay. We are going to continue our last campaign for Sparta. I'm going to tell you who is sitting next to me. It's a special guest. Most of you probably know her from chat. Her name on chat is Rimadora. Her real name is Lucy.
Hello guys. I hope you can hear me. We have two sets of headphones, so I hope you can hear both of us.
So yeah, so ideally confirm that as well, please. We had some kind of problems with mic before.
Yeah,
okay,
well, technical
perfect.
issues, you know.
Perfect. So, for those of you who don't know who Lucy is part of Aggressors team already for probably 3 years, right?
Yeah, it's close to 3 years now.
She used to work on part-time, now she's on full-time, and she's basically in charge of everything except of the development itself. So it means she's doing texts, she did manual, which I really appreciated. And she's also in charge of the content, so everything what was set up, like the scenarios and all these things, is also her job. So you can imagine how much she has to do and what she is responsible for.
Yeah, well, I'm probably the most important person in this
right.
project.
That's right. That's true. So let's jump into the gameplay.
Thanks. The manual was a big chunk of work. I think it took me more than 2 months to put it all together. Yeah, but it was fun. Parts of it.
So we will continue where we ended last time, which is the gameplay of Sparta. We set it up on medium last time, but I think that it was actually pretty good that we set it up on medium, because otherwise we would need to wait for resources. But this time I already tweaked it a bit. It's the same save from the last time, but this time I changed the difficulty to hard. So it will be a bit more difficult.
That's what you would expect if you put your difficulty on hard.
Right, yeah. So for those of you who didn't see the last stream, we are playing Sparta, you can see. Let me just go to the top view. We are the red country, or dark red country. We pretty much succeeded in the campaign against Epirus, which is the green player. He's still here on the north, and also somewhere here. And our great ally Athens was kind of helping us in this, and also we had time to prepare our armies.
So it seems like you did quite a good job spreading out there in the Northern Balkans.
Right, yeah, because that's the difficulty.
Yeah, it was the medium.
Yeah, so apart from us, let me just show you the big picture, how it looks like. So you can see that Roman Republic kind of spread to the north, and Ptolemaic Empire is kind of holding the same positions, but the Odrysian kingdom also expanded a bit. So it's 247 before Christ, and we can start. What I would like to do, I would definitely like to finish off Epirus. Even I'm not sure how far did they get, because this city here, you can see that it's also Epirus, so he might be also spread somewhere here.
It's like moving of the nations or whatever it's called in
Yeah.
English. You know, you pushing them north and they push the northern Thracian tribes into Pannonia.
Yeah, and they don't want to surrender.
But you're going the wrong direction.
What do you mean?
You know, they came from the east.
From the east?
Yeah, the tribes came from the east.
Right. I thought we are talking about Epirus. So that's the initial plan. And the second thing is that we might eventually try to conquer Athens, because, you know, if we will look at the bigger picture.
Actually, Cable Nexus has a good point that you might want to show the player history or the history.
Oh yeah, I can actually show the player history, but I will just show the history we see, not the whole world. So you can see that we were first maybe 12 or 20 maybe turns. We were not doing much. We were just trying to improve our economy. And then I'm not sure whose idea it was, but it was decided.
It was my idea.
It was your idea, okay. So the decision was made, and we tried to conquer Epirus. We disembarked here, and I think 4 hoplite legions or units, and now we are kind of on a good way to finish them off. So let's go into that. I'm not sure if this is the end of the turn. No, it's. So what I will do, I will definitely need more armies, so I will come for another hoplites there. Some of the units are already a bit damaged, you can see it here. But let's continue. Yeah, this is actually the end of the turn, so...
And what is your goal today? You want to...
Well, I want to finish off Epirus, and I also want to conquer Athens.
So you will turn your back on them? Step them in the back.
Let's see. If you have better ideas, then I'm happy to discuss that.
Well, maybe you can, then turn west. You have RDA there, and at the beginning they are not so strong.
Yeah, but they are pretty far from us.
Still? I thought you already conquered the whole Epirus.
Yeah, but, you know, the center of our nation is actually where Athens is. So, wow. RDA wants to improve.
They want to be good friends.
Yeah, but we are not going to Defense Pact or Brothers in Arms. I think that it would be not wise if we just look at all their enemies. So let's just cancel it. Similarly to Pergamon. I don't think.
I actually would go for it with RDA. You know, together
Everyone
you would have quite
them.
a big. No, you would have quite a big country, and they would be a useful buffer against Romans.
Well, they are already. By the way, guys, I'm not sure if you noticed, we changed these offers. Now there is yes, no, and map. So it will be a bit more, let's say, intuitive to get to the political map. So it's pretty much the same as this button, but this button was not really well received, or was not really distinct enough to for newcomers to understand what it's for. So now we have the map, and we will eventually probably get rid of this.
It looks quite neat, I have to say.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like it. Good work.
So, do we want to accept peace from German tribes? Well, we don't really care about German tribes, do we?
Well, now that you're not allied with RDA, you don't care.
Yeah, I don't care, that's right. We met a new nation. Roman Republic and Massilia signed confederation. Yeah, they are very often this happens in this campaign map, because they were really close to each other. It's not a rule. It's not anything what is hard coded, but it's pretty standard. It's pretty standard development of the game. So this is our front line. What we can try.
I'm just silently laughing here, Engineer Kenny, just saying that I wanted to wipe out RDA and now I want to be good friends. I'm a woman, you know. I never know what I want. This or that.
So what are we going to do here? I think that we should cut off the supplies.
You want to starve him out?
Well, they will probably eventually attack anyway because they know that they will get out of supplies.
Well, he might desert and join your ranks.
True. So let's just hold the position and move our other units north.
By the way, this idea of me joining the stream, I'm not sure who came up with the idea, but I thought I will taste the life of celebrities, you know, streaming celebrities. So let's see how it goes.
So how do you feel?
I'm normally quite a shy person, so this is outside of my comfort zone, but so far it feels okay.
Yeah, Lucy is kind of a Richelieu in background, right? You barely talk on forums.
Just pulling the strings.
Yes.
Attached to your head and hands.
Okay, everything seems to be fine here. So everything's going pretty well.
Yeah, so many hoplites, but no action so far.
Ah, they disembarked last turn. I forgot about that. So we need to destroy them. Seleucid Empire. Yeah, this seems fine. Let's sign it.
I didn't call Pavel a
puppet.
puppet.
I forgot the
primarily. Oops, that's my fault.
Yeah, so there are some
to-dos. I did them actually today, but we forgot to update the save.
Yeah, that's right. This is actually the development version, so if you see any changes, they are going to be in the upcoming update next week. Earthquake hit our country. Wow. So.
What do you mean? Custodian only 180,000 viewers. What does that mean?
Well, we got damaged quite a lot.
Must have been close.
We need stones. Iron's fine. Blacksmith's damaged, but we don't have. Yeah, we don't have stones. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Because
when did the Vesuv go off? I don't know. I'm not really an expert.
Since we changed the difficulty now, the resources will go down quite a lot. So you can see that we have something in our reserves, but that will not last for long. And this earthquake didn't make it easier. We don't have supplies there, so we cannot really continue up north. We can just take...
And you cannot take the Odrysian city there? You just don't want to start another war?
I'm not sure if I'm in war. No. And they really like us. So, not really. Yeah, we should destroy them.
Thanks, Cable Nexus, for the explanation.
So the good thing here, because they disembarked, is that we got this piece of land. So what we can eventually do, we can build a city. That would be a pretty good outpost for future expansion, and even for destroying Athens. I think that this guy was also damaged by the earthquake.
Oh, how about trade? Something of what you have.
Yeah, well, let's see.
You're producing quite a lot of food.
Let's see what we can do. We are already trading quite a lot. We have enough stones. We have enough coal and iron. And also food. So let's see if someone is interested in that. We need stones. Stones. They have stones. Here's stones.
Thank you, Engineer Kenny. I also think this is a fantastic game.
So let's try.
Cable Nexus is suggesting that you should start trading slaves.
Slaves? We have 200. That's not much. I mean...
Is it not?
Not really, like...
I mean, you can... Half of them you can just...
Half of them?
100, that sounds a lot.
I'm not sure how good you are, actually, when you play the game.
I always play easy or medium. I'm not a good strategist. Is it a word?
So we cannot do much. We still don't have enough resources. So let's see if they will come up with a counter proposal.
Cable Nexus actually agrees that 200 is a lot.
Well, it depends on what are your plans.
And what are your plans?
Well, I will eventually need to build a bigger army, and you know, it's now plus I don't know 3 per turn. It's not that much, so I would rather.
But with 100 you can build another 9 units.
Yeah, but then you will not have any city resources coming. Okay, so Antigonids back on the front line. Antigonids are actually they got a bit beaten by Athens, but I think that they are again getting on their
feet.
On their feet, right? We need Gali wagon. Let's go for Gali now. Yeah, let's speed up the research. Yeah, that's great. So we have stones from Romans. So this is a question now. Should we strengthen the...
No.
No?
No. Well, you said...
Well, that's the question. I mean, are we going to eventually go after Athens or not? Because now we can decide. I would actually right now it's pretty good. If we will be in defense pact, they will not revoke it. So we have the passage through their land safe.
And I say no, but you're in charge, so you decide.
Yes.
Well, we will see that it's a bad decision.
Let's see. Sparta, we don't want to trade stock. Well, we still have, we are still in plus values, in black values. So we might try that, and the happiness is also fine. Let's try that and see how this will have an impact on happiness. No. Again, I'm not sure if everyone who's when I was streaming last time, I'm not sure if everyone's here. So if you have such a offer, like do you want to accept signing peace, or do you want to go to the some kind of treaties, etc., then it's not always positive when you say yes, because all the enemies, so in this case it's for example Roman Republic or Carthage, they will notice that you signed that and they will not be happy about it. So the attitude will get lower. Okay, we have some. Yeah, that's we are on the edge of our supply lines here, so we have to get back.
See, but if you had brothers in arms with RDA, you would have supply there.
Yeah, but they are in war with Roman Republic. I don't want to go into that.
They can handle them by themselves. But it's too late now anyway.
It is too late, yeah.
See, we have very different play styles.
Well, but what's the difference? I mean, you are the one who's aggressive, and I'm the one who's not.
No, I am the one more brave.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe reckless, but still. But I can afford it. I always play easy or medium. It's true. But I wonder, guys, what would you do?
So I'm not sure if we will risk. Well, probably we have to risk it. We have to go and disembark here, and eventually get them back on board and move them to Gortina to repair. But I will wait for the next turn because they are going to attack me probably. So do we have more resources to
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't really have. We need more stones.
You might be right, Engineer Kenny. It's true that he always wins, or most of the time. The other day he was playing, what was it? The Conquest of Britain. And, well, I would give up, and he managed to turn the game around. So I guess his strategy is a good one.
Well, sometimes it really seems like it's some kind of waste of time, or it's hopeless. But if you really try to play the game and don't give up, there eventually might be some kind of turnaround, or at least there might be a chance how to get out of the worst. Yeah, so that was expected. Good. We were in better shape.
Yeah, he is cautious, but you know, I'm just thinking about all the famous generals in history, and were they that cautious? I mean, the antique or ancient, I don't know, oh, sorry. I was just reading an article today and I forgot the name. Epidamnos was his name, was it?
Yeah, it seems like we will eventually have to build a city here, because otherwise we will not be able to move north.
But you have enough influence, can't you try to take Sestos, Skolos?
Yeah, I can, but do we really want to? They are actually, well, they have
Maybe they won't
cities,
notice.
4 cities.
Go for it.
Okay, let's go for influencing, and let's try it second time. How much is it now? Well, 5 more. No.
Well,
So
that was a waste of money.
Okay, so it doesn't look that good here.
And where are all the Athenians? They're gone. I mean, they have no units?
Well, they did, but they are gone. Yeah. Also, this hoplite has to get back. What is the? Can we change it somehow? The whole situation. We want to conquer Epirus, and we have problems with Antigonid.
And you can change the specialization in the cities in the north?
Well, we don't have that much stones.
Ah, it's the stones.
Antigonid. No, they are already in war with Antigonid, so there's not much we can do. Yeah, I can see already that this city right next to the army, they got attacked. I think that we were actually trying to expand too quickly. That's the problem.
Well, Engineer Kenny is suggesting that you move back south, regroup, and take Athens.
Well,
first.
if we will move all the units south, then they will eventually take them.
Well, then find a good position, a hill.
Let's try to do another influence here. How bad is it already? Yeah, it got a bit lower, but I think that we can try that. Yeah, cool. So, the city, the citizens there, they are not definitely fans of Sparta. But what we can do, we can fortify here, and we should
there.
Probably. Yeah.
Shouldn't you fortify somewhere on a hill?
Well, that's a hill.
You're standing on a hill?
No, the city is on a hill. Skolos.
Yeah, but you fortified the hoplite next to
No,
it.
I'm going to get him back to the rear because he needs to heal. And here we might try to conquer them, but do we have supplies? Yes, we have. Okay, so let's destroy them, because that's because we have the city now. That's the reason why we are fully supplied.
Well, let's see if it's gonna help.
So this boat has to move south again. This is our only boat.
How long until you have galleys?
Well, we are now researching them. I can actually
Also,
already
it's still
build.
like 4 or 5 turns.
I can actually already build the shipyard, but maybe I should first repair the city. We have some iron mines, but damaged and coal mine, but that's not that important now. So let's move on. Okay, so now we can counterattack. I think that we should go for this one. Well,
I would go for the one on the right.
then please explain me your train of thought. Here is absolute supremacy. This guy is already damaged, and this one is fully healed. So
exactly. So we get one at least, and the other one will be scared. He will be just too scared to fight.
We might not be able to even to finish him off.
Yeah, but the city will be cut off from the rest of the country, so the mood will be really bad there.
Let's go with that. I don't like that, but I don't think that we will. Yeah. So what's the benefit now?
No benefit, but you did something I didn't say you should. I wanted you to attack the soldier on the hill.
This one?
Yes.
Well, then I didn't understand. Okay, let's build another hoplite. And this settler, we should eventually start building this route and build a city, new city there.
Custodian is asking, how do the factions react or think about losing a city because of influence?
Well, they are fully aware of that, and you can already see on the attitude of Odrysian Kingdom that it was like 100%, and now it's like 60%. And you can also see that the impact says the long red bar is saying inciting unrest through influence. So despite the fact that it was really small city, it has quite a big impact on the relationship. So yeah, so they know about it, and they don't definitely. If we will do it again now, they will definitely declare us war. And it's not only based on the city itself. So if you capture the city, it's even worse. But even the influence application itself is already and it does worsen the relationship. So let's go
But
on.
the drop was quite significant.
Yeah.
I mean, you tried 3 times and it already went down like by a half or
yeah, almost half. So let's go for this one.
Okay.
Because now there is settler.
Yeah, so there are 2 units there now.
I don't no, there are 2
3.
settlers.
Oh my. Yeah, then go.
They probably want to build a road.
And could you use influence on that city?
That doesn't make sense. They usually the army suppress the revolts. The city will be a bit more rebellious, so they will not defend it well.
But they have another soldier there.
Yeah. No, I think that's the same. No, that's the same.
Not the one.
This is the problem.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, we will move to this hill, and hopefully they will be able to hold it for a while.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's a good point that we are like 2 consoles discussion strategy. I'm not sure whether that helps. 2 people, 2 opinions. Each of us wants to do something else, something different.
So this still has to go to Gortina.
But what if you fix 2 legions and then go after Athens?
Well, I don't think that right now it will really help us because we have problems here. With,
but it would give you a lot of resources.
Yeah, but the Athens are really big city, and we would need we would need the soldiers in full strength, and we don't really have that much units in full strength. You can see it here.
Oh, this one looks really bad.
So we stay fortified in the city. Yeah, I think it's fine here. And what we should also do, we should eventually build the blacksmith, so it will cover the new resources. We don't have that much. There are just stones and There's just stones and coal. Yeah, we should go for this.
And you cannot
coal.
build hoplites in any other city?
No. There is settler, peltast and bolt.
But at least Peltast. You can upgrade him
Yeah,
afterwards.
but look at the loyalty.
Yeah, but you have also cities on the Peloponnesian peninsula.
Yeah, only Sparta can build peltasts. We can build one peltast, that's true, at least, but the citizens are already going lower than I wanted to. Let's finally repair these mines. Okay, let's see.
Maybe can you look at the the resource map to see where other stone quarries are? Because we like stones mostly, right?
Yeah, let's see. That's what I was afraid of. I told you.
But if you had brothers in arms with ADA,
well, we would be already in war. So let's no, we don't want to sell any more citizens. Odrysian Kingdom, yeah, that's good. So they eventually get over the the lost city. Celtic tribes, I don't think that we need it. That's actually the opposite of, almost opposite of what we currently want. They are in peace with Antigonid. Yeah, that's the reason.
What was that?
Athens declared war on Roman Empire. We are just followed because of we had the brothers.
But then, if you offer them peace agreement,
no, it doesn't work like that.
You can explain that was a mistake.
No, it doesn't work like that. They will not accept.
Maybe you give them 1 or 2 years to rethink.
I don't know how long. It doesn't work exactly like how you think it does. So we survived. We survived here, but this unit will not be able to survive another turn. So we really need to get to the rear. We might eventually bring the new unit. The question is if I think that we should actually fortify in the city. We need the gold, but the city is more important for supply reasons. So there is a new hoplite here. Let's move him to the front line. And let's repair this guy.
But you probably won't be in time.
I can't build. Route is route.
What are you trying to do?
Well, we should improve the road network because it takes quite some time to get to the front line. This. Yeah, we are not in such a good position, to be honest. All our units, almost all our units, are not in a good shape.
But there are reinforcements coming.
Yeah, and we need to stop advancing.
Maybe you can try. Sorry to jump in it, but maybe you can try to increase army morale. You have enough gold.
Well, let's see what the army morale is. Yeah, below average. Yeah, we can use the strategy review.
Wouldn't the other one be better? That gives you 30%.
Yeah,
no,
the resource cost is quite high, and also 10%.
Yeah, I agree. This one's better.
So let's go for that. Yeah.
Ouch.
I think that your advices are actually pretty good.
Yeah.
It seems like I will just stop listening.
Yeah, I shut up. I'll be thinking quietly here.
Okay, so they fortified because they also know that it might be a massacre for them. So let's just stay like that. We just want to be sure that they will not conquer the city.
Lord of the Cheese is saying that it's good that the music works now.
Yeah, it is.
It took Pavel like, I think, 2.5 hours to get it all set and working.
Well, the problem was not really the music, because once we finished the stream last week, I was able to fix it in like 5 minutes. But today it was you know, 2 mics working parallelly and the game. It was actually quite difficult to set it up properly. Will you cancel peace with Odrysians? No.
Oh, One Bishop is just saying that he used your map builder to create a map from his own portrait.
Yeah.
Really? Can you put it somewhere? I would like to see it.
So we have a confederation proposal from Macedonia, but Macedonia is really slow, really small. They are in war with Odrysians. Well, basically, just the problems are just coming from Odrysians. It seems like that's the only problem, because they are around all their all the
we
borders.
are friends with Odrysians.
Well, but this will declare war with them. But the good thing is they have also this part of land.
You said you stretched too thin already.
Yeah, but this will get for free. Let's do that.
Okay.
We will go to war with Odrysian, but they are quite far from us. I think I will not invite you for the next stream.
You take, yeah.
So guys, this was Lucy.
You will never
we
hear
don't need that,
from me anymore.
Stones, influence. No, I don't want to do that. So what is the situation here? Okay, they have 1 city. They don't have any units.
Thank you, Cable Nexus. I missed that. A question. What is the rationale for trading citizens? Why would you want to do it or not?
Why would I not want to do it? Because it lowers the happiness. If we will... where is that? We are not trading them anymore. I think that because of we declared war, it stopped the trading. But it lowers the happiness. So if there is an impact on the trading, on the happiness, it would be described here. And because of we have just 106%, which is not that much, then I don't really want to go into that too much. And also, citizens are very valuable resource. It's not easy to increase the, let's say, amount of resources or amount of citizens, because you need the birth rate policy for that, and it's quite expensive. So that's the reason. I actually think that citizens are one of the most important resources in the game. So I don't want to trade them if I don't need it, like an emergency case. So what can we do?
Actually, Cable Nexus, this was so much fun. We did a testing recording, and somehow my mic always sounds like it has the volume lower than Pavel's, no matter how loud I shout. So that's not his fault, or not entirely.
So what happened here, I kind of missed that when I was signing the confederation, is that the homeland movement was cancelled. So we cannot pass through the territory again. So let's go for recover.
So now you really have to attack.
Let's go to the city. Once the unit is in the city, then it's the auto heal is twice as fast. Yeah, the problem here is that we are not supplied. So what we need to do, we need to connect the supply lines here.
But don't you want to stay in the city?
Well, I wanted to stay, but we need to connect the supply lines. Okay. And now get back to the city. Yeah, we will auto heal or self heal. And what we should do, we should build the shipyard now.
And you already have a Peltas there ready.
Yeah, I know, but I want to keep him there, because if Roman Republic disembarks, it would be not really good situation for us, because all our hoplites are on the north. So they eventually attacked us. Yeah, the bonus for defending city is quite high. But we are attacked from both sides. Okay, still good. Let's continue the self-healing process. And this unit has to wait. And we
I'm not
might...
sure about the oracle, but I'm like Pavel's conscious. You know,
what we can do, we can disembark the hoplite here in our allies land and try to keep him alive. Or we can... Well, that's the Confederation state. And they are without any units. Maybe they have some units here.
But you're in war with the Odrysians.
Yeah.
And they have a warrior in Byzantium?
Yeah, that's the reason why I would like to support them.
With your only able legion.
It's not my only... Okay, so...
Why don't you use it to conquer Athens? So that you have the whole southern part.
No, I finally understand why you are not a good strategist. We can barely defend our territory here, and you want to conquer Athens.
Yes,
So
because then our
try
territory will be at least compact. You should have just seen the look he gave me.
So we really need to really need to defend on all the front lines. It doesn't look that good. I hoped for a bigger expansion or faster maybe. We have galleys now, and what are we going for? I think we can go for discipline.
Yeah, Engineer Kenny is asking whether there is any difference if you have 100 or 200 citizens. I also think
there is a huge difference because more citizens mean a higher production of knowledge, higher production of influence, and also when you have trading in city, then higher production of gold. So it has a pretty big impact. So what do we want to do? Resilience. Yeah, let's. It's postponed. That's fine. No, let's leave it as it is.
Oh yeah.
On. Luckily, it was actually just somewhere here. So just the gold mine is actually damaged, which is good. So by the way, the earthquake, it really works like the earthquake. So it has the epicenter somewhere, and then it damages the cities and buildings and resources around. So it was probably somewhere in the Mediterranean Sea.
So it might have hit Ptolemaic Empire more than you.
It's definitely possible, and I think that we might even see some of the damaged. You can see that there is something damaged and there is no war, so that's the earthquake impact. And probably also these ships, because they are also badly damaged. So what can we do?
So what's the plan?
We should cut off the supply lines here. And we can destroy the settler and take the tile. We have absolute supremacy.
The settler is defenseless.
Yeah, but the problem is that we also are not in a good shape.
And you will be losing more defense points.
Yeah, we already did. So you can see that it went from attacking force 1.4 to 0.4. So we are almost powerless. Okay, so we can build...
I wouldn't want to be under your command.
Why?
I would probably be the first soldier to desert.
Yeah, they are actually pretty strong Antigonids, despite the fact that they it seems like they will be destroyed.
I'm not so sure. It's my task today to oppose every every sentence
I can
you
see
say.
it.
It's not normally like that. We usually agree on things, but somehow this game, I would play it totally different.
By the way, if you want to know how the unit is supplied, for example, right now I really want to know how much this particular boat supplies the hoplite here. Then I can click on the hoplite, and you can see when I hover over, then hoplite supplier is 100 or hoplite supplies go 100% from the boat. So I was actually thinking about moving him away, because there might be the Antigonid's ship, but I can't really move away. Let's
but
try
that's
again.
Your only boat.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem. Let's try to.
You can build galleys already.
Yeah, I will change the specialization. Right. Yeah, it's pretty expensive, but we really have to build some ships. Let's leave it as it is now. We have 12 gold.
That poor nomad sitting there, fenced off.
Which one?
That one next to
Yeah.
Bushra.
Well, let's see what he will do. I think that he will try to get back to the rear. Oh, they already deserted because they were cut off.
But that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's a really good thing for us. I hope that this city will be able to survive there on its own with the hoplites. Yeah, that's good. Great. So Athens are back on our side. RDA also want to improve the relationship again. Will you cancel peace with Carthage? No. No. Yeah, that's the deserted nomad. That's good. So our units don't look that good. That's for sure. There is one hoplite here. He's pretty fine. I think that
he's in a good shape.
Yeah, we will get back the gold mine, but the other two really need. Well, this one we cannot do anything with him, and also this one has to go back. So let's keep him in the city.
Pixel 464 is just asking if the boats or also other naval units have the same effect regarding supplies. Yes.
Yeah. All the vessels actually provide supplies, but some are more efficient, and or let's say they provide more supply than the others. So boat is the basic unit for supplies, but the galley the galley has the biggest supply, let's say, impact, and trireme has higher than boat. So boat is really the worst choice if you can choose. But we still have just one boat, so there's no question what we should use.
And are there any land units that provide supply?
Yeah, there is a wagon. That's actually the one we could start research. That's here. That's the transportation, and this wagon provides supplies as well. So you can use them for transporting the units and also for providing the supplies. They are pretty much defenseless when they are attacked. So you need to keep them in the rear, but they are really useful for transporting and for supplies.
And I really like using them, just roaming around my big lands.
So they are attacking our only good hopland.
But that was a suicidal attack.
We still cannot move. We need to wait. Once the unit is attacked, then the number of movement points is lowered. So
Yeah,
So
the
that's
roads have I think even bigger effect on supplies than the naval units or weapons.
Yeah, well, basically roads are not supplies themselves, but they increase or let's
they
say expand the supply lines.
Area. Yeah. So yeah, build roads if you can.
So what we can do now, again, we can try to take this. Yeah, but we can get back.
But the city can last for one turn.
Yeah, let's take this as well. Hopefully they will not attack the city. Yeah, let's self-heal. That's the only thing we can do, self-heal. Yeah, and finally we can build Gali. That's extremely important. Not only to get this fresh unit to frontline, but also to heal the others. Well, I was expecting that this will go much easier. We still haven't moved much. Yeah, they also surrendered because their supply lines... There were no supplies at all.
All roads lead to Rome. I'm afraid that all these roads will lead the Romans into Sparta.
No. Pergamon wants more. Yeah, that's fine. Pergamon has the same enemies as we do. Gift offered to do. Well, that's to do. Sign peace. No. They are desperately trying to find allies. Okay, so I think that now we will be able to support our own units from the cities. So let's cut off this city again, like we did before, and we can also go for the gold mine because we are really low on gold. Yeah, it's getting a bit better now, and this unit should eventually move back to Sparta and then to Crete, and this one as well. When we finally have galleys, that's the best thing we can do. We really need to even this unit. It's disaster. It's disaster. Gold mine. Okay, let's repair and stone. We cannot. Okay, we don't have gold. How is the trade doing? We probably...
We're just going to ask.
Some of the trading routes were cancelled because of the changes on the political level, but yeah, we can try to trade gold with RDA. RDA is usually low on food. No, it's not.
Congratulations, Cable Nexus.
So let's try the iron. We have plenty of iron now. So what are we going to do? Are we going to attack or get back? I think that we might try to attack, yeah. It's minus 20% and they have plus 20%. It's not that good, but we have stronger units, so great. So that's good, but we will eventually get back anyway because we have just one unit.
You want to kick a body that's already lying on the ground? That's really bloodthirsty. Were the Spartans really that bad?
Hopefully now it will get a bit better and we will eventually get somewhere. I mean, let's try that there will be some development on the front line. So Athens they are out of food. Obviously, but they are able to offer us quite a lot for that. Yeah, let's do that and let's see how we will be able to maintain the food reserves. Yeah, so the city eventually deserted. That's great. It's actually the city we already had before. And now what we should definitely do, we should build some fields because the trade will start and we might have not enough food. So let's now just be sure. So we can continue here, or we can
Yeah,
go...
I was the one who wanted to attack Athens, but you know, I would send troops with some good intentions, and they would switch sides voluntarily eventually. That's at least my point.
Ah, that was settler. Yeah, now when we have the homeland movement again, I will build the road. So how is it here? Great. So first thing...
I agree, Engineer Kenny. I don't know why we're keeping Athens still alive. But Pavel is in control. I can't do anything about that.
I think that that's a good thing.
For Athens, for sure. So, how many cities do they still have?
I don't know. There is no, this is Odrysian, but this is
Mm-hmm.
and then there might be some more here. So
You're the Odrysians are enemies now, right?
yes. I don't want to get too far from Skolos.
It would be really useful to have map exchange to see how far Epirus goes.
But with whom?
I don't know, RDA, the German tribes,
Let's
someone who is there in the north.
let's try to conquer Thessalonica next turn, because that would really change the whole development on the front line. And well, let's keep the stone mine damaged. So we haven't moved that much. You can see that the difference between medium and hard is already noticeable. Great. So let's try now. They just built a new. So now there comes the question. I don't think that makes sense to attack.
Well, you waited too long.
So first things first. 6, okay, let's go here. I don't want to get to open sea because we are not really sure if there are not any more boats which would try to attack us. I don't know.
Why don't you surround the city first?
But if we do, we will need to go to forest.
We'll just go there and back.
We don't have enough movement points for that.
Well, next turn.
Okay, so let's wait, and this hoplite will fortify. We will build the road. We are going back home. Once we get all the units back in shape, then we should be fine. The problem is that they are not in shape.
Oh, wow, the roulette is very bad today. 9-10 times in a row. Oof. So what's your plan?
What would be your plan?
I don't know. I mean, you're asking me for ideas and then you do something else.
That's exactly why I'm asking. I will do the opposite. So we can attack. I think that now it's actually not that bad time. The unit has moved, and if we will attack, they might lose their supply lines. The problem, well, let's do it. We might eventually push them north, like that. Great. So this is really good for us, and they also have quite nice reserves. So let's keep that city, or try to keep that city. We need to wait here. Gold mine is damaged, and one thing we should do, and I almost forgot, is the blacksmith. So we can build it here, or here. We can build it here. It's pretty close to front line, but...
And you still have the stone quarry.
Mm-hmm. Right. So they are need repaired. Let me see if we can change the specialization. So what do we have? Well, it's not really the
Well, thanks for being here, Traunemann. We'll see you next time.
So we just repaired that. Good that they survived there. They are trying to push us back, and this hoplite will be without supplies. You see?
What should I see? I didn't.
You said that we should siege the city.
Yes.
Okay, they are able to defend the city. That's good. They are offered gift from Carthage, and Macedonia wants to trade coal, and that's all great. So let's but we don't have any more wood to trade.
We don't have anything to trade with.
Well, we can trade the stones
iron.
now, and iron. Yeah, but they are interested in stones. So we are actually trading with someone stones, and we will trade it back. Well, maybe that's too much. Oh no, 5 is. I
that's
think
fair.
Yeah, that's fair. So here we have the new hoplite, right? Yes.
Take Athens, please.
So first thing is that we need to hold the position. We can also hold this position if we will fortify. Let's just build a few more.
How many units is there in the city?
In Thessalonica. Well, in Thessalonica, we don't know.
Oh, yeah, what do you mean? We see peltasts and...
Yeah, I can see it because we are in development version. Okay, so that's not something you would usually see. I think that I forgot to turn it off.
So you were right about the developers' cheats.
So we don't need to bring anyone back from here, but we need to bring back these guys. This one, and also this one. So hopefully the galley will not get attacked. Let's finish the road through Athens. Let's keep the boat here to supply. And wait here. Repair. This peltast will eventually get upgraded, but for now we will just wait. Upgrade is more expensive. We are at war with them. Yeah, I think that we should just stay there.
Any hint on Aggressors' expansion yet?
No. So far, there is nothing to share.
But Cable Nexus is right, there is a big update coming. In a week, 2 weeks?
Yeah, next week.
Next week already.
I can already say that there's going to be first language added, and it will be Spanish. So hopefully some other will follow. But so far it will be in English and Spanish.
And it's a big thing.
So they destroyed our hoplites there.
Oh, did they? Well.
We have
What
discipline.
can you do?
Yeah, we will now do the wagons. Yeah, this is the same offer or this is the same request they had 3 turns before. So this is great. So let's do this. I know that this will actually get us to war with Roman Republic, but the other 2 superpowers will stay in peace with us. And we are already in war with Epirus and Antigonid and Odrysians. So the only difference for us is the Roman Republic. But Roman Republic is actually on the border with RDA. So we will eventually either not survive, but they would not also survive, or we will be able to survive and get the territory. So let's go to for that. Yeah, we have some trading going. Do we want to sign the peace from Dacians?
Why not?
Just a sec. I will Who are the... Yeah, they are in war with Athens.
Yeah, but they have no real units.
And also Ptolemaic Empire. Well, it doesn't matter if they have units. The problem is... Okay, they've strengthened the relationship, Roman Republic with Massilia, so they are already in federation now. They might eventually join the forces entirely. So we are still in the similar position we were before. We can attack. There are 2 hoplites, and they are both partially damaged. What we see now, this is not a development version, this is what you would see as well. Because they attacked us, we already know their power. So let's attack them. I think that now both are actually not that bad. So let's attack them.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed, yeah. So the more strong unit was destroyed, but now we are going to attack the less strong unit, but also with our unit, which is not that powerful. So let's see. Great. So the path is free to Thessalonica now, and we have the these are the ones which needs to get to Crete again.
Maybe you should now change the specialization.
I can't.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I can change it just to cavalries and warrior.
Oh, you haven't researched the technology.
I still don't have the. I still don't have hoplites. Forest. Let's repair this. We can build a city. No, what we should do, we should actually build the road to that new conquered Epirus city. So we have now 2 galleys, that's good. So let's go here. So the boat will be pretty much available again. Yeah, it's getting a bit better now. So hopefully...
Phew.
Yeah, the recover action is really expensive and also usually isn't worth it. I don't like to recover the units. This is nice. If we will go here, we will capture the settler.
Another settler, and you can build a city. There are city ruins.
Yeah, that's true. We can go for that.
Or build roads. There.
Well, we have some settlers already here, so let's build a city. We will build a city, and it will be built by people who don't like us. So it will be a revolting city. So we now have these allies or partners here. They are not doing that well. Romans are in a good position to destroy also this city and also the big one. So we should definitely...
Can you build any defenses there?
I can build a stockade, but it takes 3 turns.
But that's enough? No?
Let's first get there the warrior. And let's also build that stockade. So here it's good.
And you still have the coal mine, no, iron mine left south of Skopje.
Okay, so the roads are probably everywhere, and they didn't have blacksmith before. I think that they didn't get to that point. Let's see if there is a... So we have 2 blacksmiths now, and we should build one more here. That would boost the RDA economy.
Isn't that too close to the border with Romans?
Yeah. Yeah, let's build it here, I think. Yeah, but there is no road, so let's build the road there.
Yeah, is there a good distance between cities to avoid the tile overlapping?
Well, the tile overlapping is actually not a big problem. I mean, we are doing pretty good with food. We are trading 10 food, and we are still in plus 17 per turn, which is we have more than enough. So overlapping is a problem only in case when you don't have enough food. If you have enough food, then you can build them even closer. I think that this is a good distance. Like in general, I think that what you see the RDA count faction did is great. This is probably the perfect distance. But you can even have the cities closer. Like you can see here, we have 4 cities on a pretty small island, and we are absolutely fine because we are fishing, and we have also 3 cities here. So it's really a question of how good or how fertile the land is. If it's fertile enough, then you can have the cities really close to each other. So
thanks for watching, Engineer Kenny. Let's see you next time.
Let's build the warriors till before they get to the city. They are all the cities are really small, except of Ryzen, which was the capital. And that's a huge city, so hopefully we will be able to defend it. Yeah. That's this CCI's.
It's a lost case.
It's a lost case. Yeah. We will just withdraw. There's nothing. Oh, we have new ships.
3 fleets of boats.
Ah, they said it. We just got under our command their ships, and you can see that they are already set them.
They are raiding the trade lines.
Yeah, they are raiding the trade lines. So if we would now turn on the lines, you can see that these are the lines, active trade routes, where we can try to steal some of the goods. So let's try that. I'm not that much into it, but let's give it a try. So let's stay in this piracy mode, and let's do the same here. So let's raid. I'm just a bit worried that we will get destroyed very soon. But let's see. Once we execute the action, all will turn gray. So it means that these gray tiles are actually those ones where the raiding is active. So these are the tiles where we can eventually get some loot. Let's see if we will be successful in that.
Wow, this looks cool. All these moving lines.
Yeah, this is really maybe a bit overwhelming, and that's why if you are not raiding, then it's best to keep it turned off. And in that case, you just see the active your active trade routes, and also the ones which are available, which are not moving. I'm just wondering why we don't see the rest of the Athens. Yeah, that's because of we signed the federation, and we don't have the free pass anymore.
So you can ask for a homeland movement.
It doesn't make sense. They don't.
But they really like you.
I know, but once such a thing happen, they usually take their time to rebalance or reconsider the situation. So I don't think they will accept that. But let's see. Yeah, we have enough gold now to build units. The question is what we can actually build. We can build peltasts in three different cities, and warriors.
How far you are in the research tree? Maybe you can switch research to hoplites already?
No, I would already go for that if it's available.
Oh, but it's the next one.
Yeah, next one. Yeah, I need just finish philosophy, and then we will be able to have hoplites. So let's see.
Let's see. Oh,
I don't think that they will be able to destroy us. Did you see?
What happened there?
Yeah, I think that
As
they
a federation or absorption.
I think that's something. Yeah, you see, it's too soon to make such decisions. No trade. Well, we might eventually.
You have 300.
I know. But that's because of we just got the...
Yeah, but doesn't matter how we got it.
All the citizens of RDA. I can see that they are already... they are. It's not... we don't see them, but we have any information that they are really small, so no thanks. Yeah, that's what happened. Antigonid and Seleucid. And Seleucid is the master. So it means that we are in war with Seleucid as well. So the political map has changed quite a lot in last few turns because of we federated with RDA, and you can see that there are, except of Athens and the African superpowers and Bosporan, there is no one else we are in peace with right now. So this is definitely not a good news.
This is a good question, though. If Athens would join you when they are so weak, I mean, how weak do they have to be to accept federation or?
Well, they don't have to be weak at all. Sometimes they.
But they are weak now. I mean, Athens went from size 6 to size 3.
Right. Well, we can ask them to try at least confederation, but I don't think that they will just jump directly to such a relationship now. Okay, so what can we do? We are not really that strong to.
What to do?
We cannot destroy this hoplite in Thessalonica.
And how about what is there? Macedonia, Abdera, and that kind of around Byzantium. Cannot we sign peace with them and ask
with
them to
RDA?
join our? No, this one, the dark purple.
Dark purple are us. That's our Macedonia Confederation. That's our city.
Oh, that's ours.
Well, not really ours, but.
Sorry, I'm sleeping here. When did that happen?
Like 10 turns ago.
Oh God. I need a glass of wine, I think. So, what you planning to do now here? I mean, Romans are.
Well, they are building warriors already. So hopefully they will get to the front line before these units. Let's fortify him here, and we can also capture a bit of territories here. So we didn't succeed in any of the raids. Let's give it another try. I'm just curious. We will be able to get at least something.
But the area is not that big.
So we have another hoplite ready.
But Cortina is really small now.
Yeah, they are actually. If the cities are too small.
Did you change the birth rate to in Cortina?
No, they are all the same.
But if you change the...
I know, we can do that, but they... if the city is too small, they just take the...
Yeah, but if you change the birth rate in these 3 cities, wouldn't that give them a boost?
Yeah, but we don't really need it because they are taken from Sparta anyway.
So it's a internal slave trade.
No, it's the citizens are just recruited.
So tell me, what you gonna do? Silence. You
well,
went
we
mute?
need to continue this strategy now. I'm just wondering. I can see already 3 units here, and there are probably more in this area. So, not sure how well we'll be able to defend it. Yeah, and also here it's not going well. We are just fighting on too many fronts. So we have first 2 warriors there, that's good. Yeah, they don't want the Confederation. Ptolemaic Empire is doing well, that's good.
We're finally successful.
No. No. That's our
they
trade.
They attacked our ships?
Yeah. I'm surprised that we are really not successful in that. So, the good thing is that we have finally some units to defend. You see the loyalty is not 100%, but still, let's try to hold the city. And can we go? No, we cannot go inside.
Why? Oh, it's
because
building.
Yeah, it's building. Yeah. But it's getting better. Let's build another warriors. We might be able to handle that. So what are the? So we need to disembark 1 and move. I can see that the Athens is actually getting smaller. It was 5 and now it's 3. So we might be able to eventually get it.
So you're waiting until it goes down to 2 or 1?
Let's see. We don't really have now power to try anything, but eventually we might try that.
So we have no friends.
Athens is friend.
They're not very friendly. They turned us down with our proposals.
Yeah, but that was a confederation proposal. You cannot get angry that they didn't.
We would provide protection. Spartans are the good masters. No?
For sure.
They are under your leadership. But you're saying you're fighting on too many fronts and you keep pushing further.
Yeah, that's the best way how to stay safe. You expand the borders, because once they get back with more units, then you have this buffer zone.
Okay.
I think that I need to teach you
the very
some,
basics.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
Some really basic strategy techniques.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are now economically doing well. Well, not that well, but we are still good in gold and pretty much all the resources. We might also eventually try to influence city, but it doesn't make sense to try to influence Athens.
And how about the cities of the Seleucid Empire?
We can try Pelat, but it would be again conquered. And in Thessalonica there are two enemy units, so we might try this. Yeah, but it's also really expensive. No, and we don't want to get to that part at all because we don't have units.
And defensive walls, they are still far in the technological tree.
It's too far. So they start the attack.
Oh, but there are two.
We finally have wagon. And no, we still cannot do. No, we have to do the philosophy now. Yeah.
5 turns.
Carthage still likes us. Athens still likes us, and they are again improving it. Athens are really keepers.
I think they are afraid that you will take them by force.
Your offer. I think that they just want to eventually get united.
Well, we asked them.
No, eventually. It's not like like first offer and. So we want to accept the peace with Germans. That's for sure, because we have more than enough enemies. And the only thing we can do here is to retreat. Oh, I actually allowed him to bolt. But it doesn't.
Run away.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, let's run away. This is great Sparta. Retrieving on all the fronts.
Well, your strategy is to push further and further, no matter how weak you are.
Actually, I'm pretty. This is, you can see that it has like how much? 72% or 72 points of experience for moral for loyalty, and they have already for improvement. So.
And how are you doing with army moral towards the enemies around?
Well, Underseans is average. I think that we will not be good with Roman.
Can you
yeah,
but you can improve
average.
it.
I know, but as far as it's
Go
not.
for the prophecy. It's not gonna help, you think?
Well, you know, the problem with prophecy is that if they. Okay, let's give it a try. I think
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's just luck.
Oh, come on.
I don't use these actions actually too
And
much.
why don't you use the other one as well? It could go another 10%.
Right. Do we really want to spend
do
it?
it? Yes. See, success.
Okay, but that's not my cup of tea.
But why? I mean, you're just improving your own stats.
So you can see now that there is no rating option. The reason is that there are. Oh, actually, no. These are our
own lines.
Yeah, these are the lines, the trading route from Carthage to us. That's also hidden by default. And this line is a line of our friends, so we cannot raid it. That's the reason why we currently.
But
have
can't
no.
you move the boats?
Well, I can move them, but I think that I will actually sell them. Because we don't need all of them.
So you think that you pay more on maintenance than you get back from
Well, we are not.
raiding.
You can see that apart from trading, we would not have pretty much anything. We would be on zero. So we have another.
Got so expensive.
That's the army. So we have 2 hoplites here, ready to move back.
Sorry guys, yes. We're just watching. We are too much into the game. I just don't know what he's doing.
What I'm doing?
Yes.
Sparta's getting back.
Okay. I'll wait for it.
Okay, I probably will not go any further.
But you're right, time is flying. How long have we been playing? Hour and a half, maybe?
Well, we eventually get to pretty good position, I think. If we will be able to hold the Roman advance, then we might eventually.
You can already build fort.
Ah, there is the. I can build fort. Yeah, I can build fort, but there is no really good line. The good line would be somewhere here. But we need to first push them back. And we will do it because this is hill here, and we might attack the iron mine and they will get trapped.
The iron mine is also in hills.
No, it's forest.
Okay.
One thing I almost forgot is the trading extension. So we need trading here.
Yeah, I think we'll play a little longer. I want to see where this goes, if Pavel can keep the front line with the Romans.
So what's the time? Yeah, it's
Time's flying when you have fun.
Well, I would play it a bit differently. Let's keep it this way here and build stockade as well. These settlers are now pretty much able to build another city if there is a good position. We can build one here. It's actually pretty good place. So let's do it. I will try to speed up the turns. So let's go.
Would Roman Republic accept peace if you offered it?
We can try. Yeah, that's good. And they retreated.
Yeah, but there's another one.
Seems like there are no other
and you know why?
Approaching.
Because you improved the army morale.
Yeah, that's definitely true. I mean, right now, if we will look at the stats, you can see that we have plus 26% and they have plus 5, so the difference is 21%. So that's a huge difference. That's absolutely true. And we were able to beat them pretty much entirely. So
now they have to retreat.
We can actually try to attack. So first we should try this peltasts. Yeah, that's good. But the other ones, I don't think that we will be able to finish them. These are fully in full strength. So let's get back to Thessalonica again. This time we will not retreat. Maybe.
Maybe.
So this is going back to Crete. And here we have... Yeah, this one also.
Well, Crete is such a poor island. You're taking all the capable men
Yeah,
into
these
your
are
army
these are the real men. On Crete. The whole army is actually Crete. From Crete. So we can rate again something. There are some, I'm not sure which ones. I think that these ones, the Roman. So let's try that. I would really like to see that we stole something. By the way, just for those who don't know, the shape or the let's say the health of these ships is also taken into consideration when, for rating calculations. So that ship will not really help us that much, but it's better than nothing.
So it has some effect, this damaged boat.
Yeah,
but very
it has,
limited.
but it's really minor. So we can build some...
Yeah, many
fields.
settler units.
So we can also take this. This unit is really great. It was able to hold off the whole front line and now it's expanding on its own. No reason to replace them or to get back to mainland. So it's alright here. I think that we have enough fields.
Well, the ships can be for sure repaired.
Which ship? The boat? Or
As a question, can ships be repaired?
ships can be repaired, yeah. Ships can be repaired in shipyard, and boats can be also repaired in cities if they have the boat specialization. So you can basically load the boat to the city. And it's also good when you know that there are great. When you have a boat and you really don't want to get attacked, then load it to the city, to a city which will be safe. Nothing.
I think it works the other way. The more you attack the other trading caravans, the more is stolen from you.
So we just reached the...
You think this is the last Epiran city?
I don't think that's the last one, because... No, maybe it is, actually.
That would be cool.
Yeah, let's try that. We might bring another warrior, if there is one available. But... yeah, that would be good. Let's see... I will need to build a couple of more warriors. Oh, we just finished one objective. Sparta is once again a strong and feared nation. We spied one unit, Antigone, in relation with Athens. Oh, that's not good. And Buturum in Epirus, that's good. So we spied one unit, so let's see where the unit is. Oh, we actually spied Thessalonica, so we know there is one peltast.
They are not happy.
They are not happy, but they are actually they are actually pretty good.
You should also improve army morale with them.
I don't really want to do that again.
Do it.
We will. Look, this will not end up well. You see?
Well,
and
that's
now,
because you didn't want to let negative energy.
Luckily, no units have deserted, but for those who don't know, sometimes when you see this general's advice is not available, it basically means that we know that the inside is unit, and the unit might get some bonuses for defense. So that's why when you see general's advice is not available, it's because of there is basically another unit inside.
Okay.
So let's leave it here.
There's a question: if there are any plans to add things like theater in order to improve morale in the cities?
If there is a plan, well, there is a theater already.
There is amphitheater that should improve happiness not only in the city where it is, but also around.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the answer. That's
the answer. Yeah. There is already amphitheater improvement, city improvement, and that's exactly what it does. So we might be able to push them back.
It should be slowly wrapping it up.
Yeah. Let's try a couple. Let's one more turn.
One more turn, okay.
You see, they are already pretty weak, and we might finish them off right now. Let's get out and take them. Yeah. So we were able to fend off Romans.
Nice. I actually didn't think you will make it.
And we can even try
go further.
So yeah, the situation is getting better. So I think we will stop it here, guys, because we already it's quite it has been quite a long stream. Let us know if you want to continue that. And one more thing, let's just go through the history again, just to see how.
I want you to continue playing. I want to see if you can hold the line, the front line with the Roman Empire.
Let's see how the other factions were doing. How Romans were doing. Romans seems like they are actually doing pretty well.
There was a federation with Massilia.
Yeah, that's true. They are actually in federation now. So RDA was actually pretty big, and then
the German tribes also. They actually got a lot of territory in the north.
And that's us. Yeah, and here is the federation, and that's the current situation now. So Romans are expanding. It's mostly because of Massilia Federation. Carthage is still kind of they conquered the whole Sicily finally.
They're holding back. They're holding back.
Yeah.
I mean, they haven't even spread that much in
the
Iberian Peninsula.
Ptolemaic is kind of spreading to Libya, and Bosporus is also expanding a bit. So that's the situation now, and maybe we can see how is the statistics. So economy was boosted by the Massilian army power. Yeah, we are pretty much in big four. The biggest power is Carthage. Then right now it's us, because we were able to get our units back in shape. And pretty much in the same situation is Roman Empire and Ptolemaic Empire, or Roman Republic, sorry. A number of cities is growing. We are again in big four, but on the 4th place. Resources, Romans are much better. That is the Federation attacks.
Well, it seems most of you want Pavel, to continue. I agree. I think this is actually a good game.
Casualties are pretty good. We were able to... The biggest problem with casualties is that if you will not retreat and the enemy will be able to finish you off, then the casualties are going really really high. This is not that bad because most of the time we were able to get them back. Country size, yeah, well, this is kind of misleading because Carthage, most of it is just desert. Population, yeah, we are... You see that the population, it's a very different story. So we should try to improve this. And development, yeah, development, we are on 5th position. So this is it, guys. Thank you very much for watching.
Yeah, it was really fun. I hope you enjoyed it too.
What I will do, I will publish it straight away, so you can download it from Steam Workshop and try it on your own. If you want us to continue, either you can even tell us if you liked the let's say my special guest, or you want me to continue on my own. I don't mind both. Lucy's kind of giving me not that good advices. But let us know, and next time we will either we might, like once again, we might continue this, or we might try another setup, different setup. Or we might get to the modding part. I'm just not sure how many of you will be interested in modding. So just let us know. I mean, the comments or posts on forums are great. So have a nice evening, and
yes, thank you for watching, and it was really fun. I enjoyed it, after all.
And have a nice evening. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.